Have you ever wondered why there's such a big gap between what people think creates real pleasure and what actually does? Today, we're going to talk about something that is widely misunderstood, rarely taught properly, and often surrounded by myths and misinformation: the science of creating genuine, full body pleasure and connection in intimate relationships. And before we go any further, let's make one thing clear. This is not about tricks, hacks, or shortcuts. Real intimacy isn't about performance, it's about understanding, awareness, and connection. Let's start with a truth that might surprise you. For many women, physical pleasure is deeply connected to emotional, psychological, and neurological factors. It's not just about physical stimulation, it's about how safe, relaxed, and connected they feel in the moment. This means that what happens in the mind is just as important as what happens in the body.
When someone feels rushed, pressured, or disconnected, the body naturally resists deeper pleasure. But when they feel safe, present, and emotionally engaged, the body becomes far more responsive. This is where most people get it wrong. They focus only on the physical side, ignoring the mental and emotional environment that makes real pleasure possible. So, what actually works? The first key is presence. Being fully present means you are not distracted, not rushing, and not focused on an end goal. Instead, you're tuned into your partner, paying attention to their responses, their breathing, their body language. Presence creates a sense of safety, and safety is what allows the body to relax enough to experience deeper sensations. The second key is pacing. One of the most common mistakes is moving too quickly. The body doesn't respond well to urgency when it comes to building deeper levels of pleasure. Slowing down allows the nervous system to shift into a more receptive state. It gives time for anticipation to build, which is a powerful part of the experience. Think of it like this: the buildup is not separate from the experience. It is the experience. The third key is communication. And this doesn't just mean talking, it means listening. Every person is different. What works for one person may not work for another. The only way to truly understand your partner is to pay attention and be open to feedback. Sometimes that feedback is verbal. Sometimes it's subtle, changes in breathing, movement, or tension. Learning to recognize these signals is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. Now let's talk about relaxation. The body cannot fully experience pleasure when it's in a state of stress. When the nervous system is activated in a fight or flight mode, it prioritizes survival, not pleasure. This is why creating a calm, comfortable environment matters more than most people realize. Simple things like reducing distractions, creating a sense of privacy, and allowing enough time can make a significant difference. Another important factor is trust. Trust is built over time through consistency, respect, and emotional connection. When trust is present, people feel more comfortable letting go of control. And letting go is a crucial part of experiencing deeper levels of sensation. Now here's something that often gets overlooked: the role of the brain. The brain is the most powerful organ involved in pleasure. It processes sensations, interprets signals, and ultimately determines how those sensations are experienced. This means that mental engagement, things like imagination, anticipation, and emotional connection, can amplify physical sensations. When the brain is engaged in a positive way, the entire experience becomes more intense and more meaningful. Let's also address a major issue: performance pressure. Many people feel like they need to get it right or achieve a specific outcome. This pressure creates anxiety, which directly interferes with the ability to relax and enjoy the moment. When you shift the focus from performance to connection, everything changes. Instead of asking, "Am I doing this right?" you start asking, "Are we enjoying this together?" That shift removes pressure and replaces it with curiosity and openness. Now let's talk about consistency. Building deeper intimacy isn't about one perfect moment. It's about creating a pattern of positive experiences over time. The more consistently you create an environment of safety, presence, and connection, the more natural and effortless these experiences become. Another key element is emotional awareness. Understanding your partner's emotional state can help you respond in a way that supports connection rather than disrupts it.
For example, if your partner seems distracted or tense, pushing forward may create resistance. But acknowledging that state and adjusting your approach can help rebuild connection. This is where emotional intelligence becomes incredibly important. It allows you to read the situation, adapt, and respond in a way that strengthens the bond between you. Now, let's bring all of this together. Real, meaningful intimacy is not about a single technique. It's about a combination of factors working together: presence, pacing, communication, relaxation, trust, emotional awareness. When these elements are in place, the experience naturally becomes more fulfilling and more connected. And here's the most important takeaway. There is no universal formula. Every person is different. Every relationship is unique. What matters is your willingness to learn, to pay attention, and to adapt. When you approach intimacy with curiosity instead of assumptions, you create space for real connection to grow. And that's where the most meaningful experiences come from. So instead of looking for shortcuts, focus on understanding, focus on connection, focus on being present. Because at the end of the day, the goal is not just physical satisfaction. It's shared experience, mutual enjoyment, and deeper connection. And when you get that right, everything else follows naturally. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.